last thing I've got, actually I've got two more things. There's a piece of property in town that has been identified as being in violation of the animal ordinance. Jared has been made aware of it, and proper letters and documentation are being sent. And I really even hate to say why they're in violation of the animal ordinance, because I don't want to hear Jimmy say I told you so. But apparently 2 Asian or pot-bellied pigs have showed up in town. So
You wouldn't do that, would you, Jim?
No, if they scare the cats
I'd put a mule in the
away.
yard before I put a pig.
but anyway, it's in the process of being dealt with. If you see them or you hear about them, you'll know that we're aware of it and it is being dealt with. And I really don't know what the outcome's going to be. They're not going to be happy about the fact that they can't have them, but
Are they inside or outside?
I think they're both inside and outside.
Yeah.
And they're pretty good size.
There's another thing about them pot-bellied pigs. They're not classified as a farm animal.
They're still classified as swine.
Yeah, but there's been a whole lot of controversy over pot-bellied pigs.
Yeah. Most people keep them in the house.
I told you, I did tell you.
I know.
I told Wendy, I said, when I bring this up, first thing I'm gonna hear is Jimmy Jeffries going, I told you so. So I hated to even bring it up. But now the last thing, you know, everybody's had a tough budget year. We've certainly not tried to hide the fact that we had a tough budget. Had a hard time coming up with the budget numbers that we did. And the biggest culprit for everybody in this area, other than maybe Clifton Forge, with their dam project and controversy over that, but predominantly the biggest culprit for anybody in southeastern Allegheny County is sewer rates. They're killing us. They're killing us. And a council member from Clifton Forge at their meeting this month identified them and made the statement that sewer rates are a county problem and the county needs to fix it. I necessarily do not agree with the fact that the sewer rates are a county problem that has to be dealt with solely by Allegheny County. It's a community-wide, locality-wide problem. Clifton Forge has their issues with their I&I. We obviously have our issues with our I&I. The county residents that contribute to the treatment facility have their issues with I&I. The county can't fix the problem until the people and the localities that are contributing to the problem step up and do what they need to do to the best of their ability to at least make an effort to reduce their I&I contribution to the property, to the problem, rather. So I see it as a community-wide problem, that if we do our part in Iron Gate, which we're working on to reduce our I&I, and Clifton Forge does their part, or continues to do their part, which they've been working on to reduce their I&I, then the county can more readily do their part to reduce and better manage the cost of treatment at the facility. So I believe it is a cumulative problem that has to be dealt with all the localities that are concerned. Now I don't want to get into a contest of he said, she said between Clifton Forge councilperson and the mayor of Iron Gate. And I'm not criticizing anything that they've said, because if that's what they believe, then that's what they believe. I'm sharing my thoughts as an elected official of this town, that I believe that we have to do our part too to help fix that problem, or we can't just dump it off on somebody else's plate and say it's your responsibility. It's not their responsibility to manage our problem for us, nor is it our responsibility to continually pay for their problem that they're contributing to once we get ours fixed. Okay, that's just where I see it coming from. That's how I believe it should be handled. I don't know if that's how council feels about it or not. I would certainly like to hear your thoughts and comments on it, and go from there. Randy, you got anything to say?
No, I kind of agree with you. It's not theirs alone. I mean, everybody's putting it in there, so it's up to us to get it out.
Work through it together.
Yes, that's it.
Koala?
I believe it's every locality's problem, and everybody should work together as a group to try to rectify it.
Jimmy?
Yeah, I agree with them. We're all glad that bite the bullet.
Richard?
Go along with the rest of them.
Donnie?
No.
No comment?
No comment.
And you got anything to say about it?
I just think the communities need to work together.
Jennifer? Jimmy? Gene? All right, that's all I've got for the work session tonight. Before we leave, we always give everybody an opportunity to question or speak or say anything they've got on their mind. So start out here. Ann, do you have anything?
No.
Jennifer?
As most of you already know, Governor Northam, he awarded a $4.9 million grant through the Appalachian Regional Commission grant. This funding is to expand health care and improve infrastructure and jobs for the Appalachian region. Allegheny County got $217,625 for the drone zone that they're proposing. The town of Pulaski got a $500,000 grant for their sanitary sewer improvements at the James Hardy facility. So there is money
Available.
out there if we could get, I'm sure that Mr. Jeffries is aware of that.
If not, he's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, that was a lot of money to the town of Pulaski, which could have really went a long ways for us. And one other thing, as far as the curb appeal, down by the playground, Norma Jean Nicely, not every year, but for many years, has cleaned the portion from somewhere around 6th Street all the way back to the playground.
The ditch.
And yes, the ditch, and it looks immaculate. And I was hoping that the town would be able to recognize her in some manner.
Sure.
I know Clifton Forge, which I know we're in financial need, but Clifton Forge has a program where they give recognition to people and a $50 gift certificate. But if we could just recognize her, I think it would go a long ways and maybe inspire others to say, hey, maybe if I do trash pickup along the road or something like that, that ties in with the meeting that we went to.
That's a good point. We'll talk about that more.
Now, she may not want this whatsoever, because I know Norma Jean, but I'm just saying, I think we should do that. And when are the crews coming for the 220?
Well, actually, he told you he would let you know more of a definite date Wednesday. So we actually talked about that today, and I'm trying to get some mulch lined up. So, Richard Bates from the Sheriff's Department told Wendy that he could give her a more definite arrival date Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Jimmy? Dean?
And mulch. I was gonna haul it for nothing, but y'all was gonna buy it from up there. Where you can get it from?
Hey, I got a couple. I'm actually talking to Stephen right now.
I told him but he said he wanted $200 a bucket, and I said, well, what about the town?
And I'm also talking to.
Are you chewing on him a little bit?
I'm working on him, and I'm
If
talking.
you get him to cut it, I'll go over and haul it for you for nothing.
And I'm talking to Jerry Johnson too, but where he gets his from. So he doesn't get it up there, but I don't really know where he gets it from yet. So, but we'll come up with something. Last year we tried buying it from True Value, which in all essence is a good way to buy it,
Are
but
you talking about the mulch for the playground or for?
over here.
Oh, okay. Well, if you
But-
find it somewhere, need somebody holler.
It just takes so much in the bags. I mean, we wound up buying 4 pallets and still only got half of them done. So it's gonna be better to get it in a bulk load and do it that way.
I'll take it down truck and haul it for you if you can get it.
And I'll let you know, I'll be in touch. I'll be in touch.
Okay.
Randy, you got anything?
No.
Kawana?
No, sir.
Jimmy? No. Richard? Donnie?
No.
Wendy?
No, sir.
Okay, thank y'all for coming.